Alrighty, I gotta make this quick because I gotta go into work. But here's some thoughts about this immigration thing. And this is something a good president, not saying that Trump is a bad or a good president or anything, but you gotta communicate. And this is something Trump is lacking, is the ability to communicate with the peons. The people that are your everyday goofballs that work at grocery stores or like us regular folks that are over here in the regular day world. And you got to be able to reach us. And he's not doing a good job at doing it because, like with this immigrant thing, dude, there's only 330 million of us in America. Dude, we need more people. Plus, what do you want, these lazy ass welfare Americans who are out of shape, obese, just entitled, angry, mad people? You want them to go to work? I'd rather have some immigrant that's appreciative to be here. And let me tell you something. I grew up around construction friends in Southern California, and my families have construction business. I grew up around immigrants, and these are people that come here and they make good families. Mexican immigrants. I can't speak for any other immigrants, but Mexican immigrants, Mexicans integrate very well into America. Very well. Look at our restaurants. Look at the stores that pop up. I mean, look at the traditions. Look at the soccer. Look at the festivities. Like the Mexican culture is a culture that integrates. They want to hustle. They want to live the American dream. And so but at the same time, come here legally, okay? I mean, I'm so game. Just be legal. But it still don't matter. This isn't the point of what I'm talking about. President Trump needs to come in and talk to everybody and the immigrants and everybody and say, look, how are we going to integrate all of these people coming to America when we can't even integrate the current Americans that we have? Look at all the joblessness. Look at all the homelessness. There's supposedly almost 1 million people chronically homeless, on drugs, living on the streets, living in the filth. Okay, well, where I live, in the city I live, of Vallejo, we don't have enough jobs to help our homeless. We have 800 homeless supposedly in our city. We don't have the workforce to be able to integrate them. And the key word is integrate. Now, look at if technology took over in America, where we used AI at the DMV. We started using AI for cash registers. AI, look at the drivers. You have driverless taxis. What happens if California said, hey, we're going to go with Elon Musk and we're going to make every single car autonomous? You will never, ever have to get a light driver's license. You'll never have to pay DMV fees. You'll never have to pay insurance. You'll never have to pay dealerships. You'll never have to pay for mechanics. Okay, what are all those people that lose those jobs in industries? What are they going to do? We don't even have work for them. The biggest paying jobs is government, federal, state, and city jobs. Okay, what happens if we start using AI there? What happens if we just focus on 4 things: security, emergency, public works, and recreational developmental areas? And when I say recreational developmental areas, I mean our schools, turning our schools into skill building family recreational areas where the family comes in and has resources. Hey, hey, parents, you teach your kids how to read. You teach your kids the ABCs. You teach your kids about history. You teach your kids whatever. And at these schools, it's just skill building. Okay, what are we going to do with all these history teachers? What are we going to do with all these literature teachers and these social studies teachers? What are they going to do? And that is the problem in America. We do not export. We import everything. You are not seeing America's creativity out there on the board. You know what I mean? Like the world is demanding American products, American ideas, American creativity, American partnership. Folks, in America, our government runs everything, our economy, everything. They got us latched up to some of the stupidest industries. The problem is in America, we need to get rid of the government, get rid of government services, quit paying major amounts of taxes. And why? Because look at all of the fraud. You had an EBT employee just get busted for $60 million in a SNAPS, the food stamp program fraud. Dude, for a second there, when Elon Musk was in Doge, he was talking about that there could be in the history of America, there could be up to $30 trillion and theft, that people stole money from America. So the problem is we have to quit. We have to defund our government. We need to get our acts together and start acting like real Americans and being responsible with our lives and going after the American dream, going after the prosperity. But you can't do that with this government. So if that was the mind frame, say we're shrinking the government, okay, what are we gonna do with all these jobs? Say we get rid of the IRS. What are all those people gonna do for jobs? So that's the problem we're having in here in America. It's not that it's yeah, we need immigrants. We need more people. We only have 330 million people with Canada and Mexico that we don't even touch. We barely touch 700 million people. We have plenty of room. If you've ever driven around America or just the western states or between the Bay Area and Los Angeles, there's plenty of freaking room, but you have all of these investment companies and all this stuff, baby boomers that own all of this property and won't give it up. Folks, we don't need borders, man. We need to start working together and being as one world so we can dominate this world, where we can connect all the continents through an underwater train. You know, we could one day conquer space. I mean, we're not going to be able to do this when we're over here worried about this crap. And like I said, the key is integration. Even in America, we do not have industry or businesses or any opportunity of prosperity without the government, without government jobs, without state and city jobs, without the government forcing us to have to use car insurance companies. And like what happens if we don't have insurance companies no more? Because we're autonomous. We're driving around in driverless cars. Where are those people going to get jobs? So folks, we don't have the prosperity in America to integrate even our own current citizens. So trying to bring in 12 million people more, not a good idea. So the problem here is defunding our government. We don't want Donald Trump involved. We don't want Joe Biden. We don't want Democrats, Republicans. The system has to be more of a republic, a constitutional republic, where the government just provides equal services. Everybody drives on the road, so everybody has to have a road to drive on. Okay, so anyways, that's my quick thoughts. I got to get out of here, but remember, integration. America doesn't even have the jobs or businesses to integrate the current tax paid incomes, meaning people that are getting social services all the way to government employees, state employees, city employees. We have city employees that are in my own city that are their salaries wrap up $550,000. We can't afford that no more. All right, everybody, it's the Big Grizzly. I'm out of here.